If you're keeping score, the only time it's okay to be torn between the Yankees and the Mets is when you're the Bronx's own Howie Karpin. For the past 13 seasons, Howie has been the official scorer for both the Bombers and the Amazons. We caught up with the Riverdale resident who grew up on Pelham Parkway, played college baseball at Lehman, and lists BronxNet among his many credits in sports. To talk about his latest book. Roll 'em, fellas. Joined by a longtime sports writer, sportscaster, and author, Howie Karpin, the Bronx's own, from BronxNet television, of course, of the past. Been doing this now for 30 years. You got a brand new book out. Did you ever think growing up, PS 96, Pelham Parkway, that you'd be in the game of baseball for 30 years and have two books out, both great, on the Yankees and the Mets?
Never. It's been a dream come true. I've been very fortunate to be around the ballparks all these years, involved in sports, and God willing, I'll be able to do it a little longer. I'm very lucky to be doing what I'm doing. I don't take it for granted. I walk in these ballparks. I don't have to pay. I'm actually working here, and I never take it for granted that I get that privilege.
Being official scorer for the Yankees and the Mets, and like I said before, getting an opportunity for work for so many different media outlets, what was BronxNet able to do for you?
Well, it was fun to be part of that, programming in the Bronx. I went to Lehman College, as you mentioned, and we were doing the shows from the studio. I had a great time on the Bronx Talk AM show. I was on there for about 4 or 5 years, and every day was something different. Gary would, pick my brain for what was going on in the sporting scene, and we also, a lot of times he'd ask about a game that I scored the night before, especially if there was a controversial call, which he ate that up. And a lot of people like to talk about the scoring of the game because it's kind of unique. It's a unique job. Not a lot of people do it. There are less than 100 in the country to do Major League games.
This book right here, your newest title, Imagine a Mets Perfect Season. What does it mean to you to be able to chronicle something like this?
Well, it's a labor of love because I'm into the history of baseball. I love looking at the box scores. It was a lot of research, a lot of work, but, a labor of love, so the work didn't seem too hard. But, the result is really rewarding, and when people come up to me and tell me they enjoy it, that's the best part. When people say they like the book and, they enjoyed reading it, looking it over, then I really get a charge out of that.
Karpin's new book, 162-0, Imagine a Mets Perfect Season, is available through the publisher Triumph Books at www.triumphbooks.com or through all major retailers. Congrats to Howie. That's your Sports on Bobby.